Sia, or better Sia Stoke, because I really don't know who will listen to this. For those who don't know me, my name is Vanessa. I'm from a very small island called Madeira. Our only claim to fame is Cristiano Ronaldo, by the way. What can I say? I've been in Hungary since late August, and this is part of my work, this project that I'm doing right now, this podcast. So I invited a very special person to do it with me, and he will introduce himself.
Hello, my name is Bence. Actually, I'm living in Szeged, so I've always been here, and I'm 15 years old, and yes, I think that's all about me.
It's good, because you're probably wondering what a 31 years old and a 15 years old have in common. Well, good music taste, right?
Yes, I think we can say that.
So tell me, what are you listening these days?
I'm listening for Queen. I think not all of the music what I listen for, but in the majority I listen for Queen.
Since you mentioned Queen, we really need to talk about it, because for me it's very funny. Queen for me is my mother. My mother always says that if we don't play Bohemian Rhapsody when she dies, she will come back to haunt us. So, yeah. It's also funny because before I met you, I used to go walk around to discover the city. And I saw a lot of people with Queen t-shirts. And I told my mother, like, everybody here loves Queen or Freddie. I don't know what's going on. So, can you talk a bit about that?
Well, I think this love between Hungarian people and Queen began in 1986 when the Queen was in Hungary, in Budapest, and gave a concert to us. It was so special because it was there was an iron curtain. I think I can say that there was an iron curtain, and from the West, I think none of these rock bands could came. Only Queen to Hungary. Yes, and what was so special for us that Freddie Mercury sang Tavaszi szélvizet áraszt, the Hungarian folk song for the Hungarian audience.
Which, by the way, you taught me. And I have to say, it took me more than 1 hour, I think, to learn. And still I make a lot of mistakes, so you can imagine. Hungarian is a very difficult language.
Yes, it is.
Can you talk a bit more about the song? I know it's a folk song for children's, right?
Yes, it's maybe the most common Hungarian folk song. Maybe all of the Hungarian people know it, but at least in 1986, I think everyone knew it.
Do you think his pronunciation was okay?
I think it was fine. Although he was born in Tanzania, yes, his pronunciation was quite good.
I'm glad to hear it. And can you tell me that if it's true that he tried to buy the parliament?
Yes, it was just they were coming to the city in a boat, and Freddie mentioned that I think he actually, of course, he didn't want to buy the parliament, but he just made a bit fun of it. That I think we can say that how much money does he had.
I think he just looked to it and he was like, oh, this looks pretty, I want.
Yes, probably.
And can you tell me what is your favorite Queen song?
I think I don't have one, because I can say that the Queen is my favorite band. But I think that's the reason why I don't have a favorite song, because from a favorite I can't choose a favorite, because almost all of them are good.
But tell some, like the ones that for you it's really okay, this one.
Okay, well, actually it depends on my age, how I grow and how I feel.
In your time, right?
Yes, of But one which is always a favorite, of course, Bohemian Rhapsody, because that's really a masterpiece. But there are so many that I can listen for, just like Under Pressure. Sometimes the show must go on.
About the Under Pressure, it's really sad when you think, okay, this is Queen, and then it's Vanilla Ice, right?
Yes, it is.
Yes, that shows that covers are not always so good. There are very bad covers out there.
Yes, but it gets quite famous, so I think we can say that it's bad. It's just another music taste.
Yeah, for sure.
It's for other people.
Yeah, for ones that don't have a good music taste like us.
Yes. But back to the favorite songs. So I would say "Show Must Go On." I don't listen for it so often because it's sad for me, but it's still very good. Yes, and other ones like I would say Radio Gaga. It's also one of their well-known songs, but it's also good. One of my I think I can say all-time favorite is my Melancholy Blues. I think it's not so well known, but it's still a very good one. And just like my Melancholy Blues, there is another one, like the Millionaire Waltz. That's also a bit not so popular. It's not in the same level as the Bohemian Rhapsody, but it's still good. It's very good.
I agree. For me, I think I will have to mention Radio Gaga and The Show Must Go On. The Show Must Go On is very sad if you think about it, but the lyrics are beautiful, I think. Like he says, the show must go on no matter what happens in life. You need to put your makeup and smile, let's say.
Yes, and just to mention a bit compared to The Show Must Go On, another song from Freddie Mercury, it's a single from him. Actually, the lyrics were not written by him. The Great Pretender, what is also a bit about pretending your life.
Yeah, we need to talk about pretending because we do a lot of pretending in our lives, right?
Yes, we do.
No matter your age, I think all ages have their own things going on, no matter if you are a kid, a teenager, or an adult. And there's a lot of pretending involved, unfortunately.
Yes, but I don't think that people can live without pretending because it got so used. I mean, it's so common by people. Even if they don't know that they are pretending, they do.
It's true. They say that all of us are reflections of each other. They say that all of us are mirrors. So we are reflecting what the other one is wants to hear, wants us to do. So it's true. Wow, this got really deep right now.
Yes.
Do you want to go back to the music?
I think we can go back.
Okay, so we talk about the covers, that one that is really bad. What do you think about covers?
Well, I don't know much Queen covers, but I think a cover can be good, of course, and bad. I don't really like covers because it's when somebody makes a cover, it's not his or her original idea. It's actually it was written by someone else, and he makes a cover, or she makes a cover of it in another way, but it's not so original, I think.
I agree. There are some that are good, but the ones that I consider good, they took the song from another person and they tried to give another twist. So that I like. For example, there is this band called Nouvelle Vague, and they do a lot of covers from the 80s. And what they did, they transformed those songs in bossa nova. Bossa nova is a music style from Brazil, and it's very, very nice. It has like jazz influences. So those ones are okay. There are out there of awful covers of Depeche Mode, like they're assassinating the songs. So, although when people make covers, I guess it's good because they introduce that song to people that never heard that song, and people go on YouTube, for example, I think, and they search about it and they hear the original version and they can compare. So I think it's also good that.
Yes, but for me, there are some covers that get to be more well known than the original song. Just like, actually, I get to know this cover from you, by you. It's originally it's an Elton John song called "Sorry Seems to Be the Hardest Word." For me, the cover is absolutely bad. But so in that case, for me, the original song is much better, and I don't think that I've ever heard a cover that was better than the original song.
Me neither. Although I have to say the "Running Up That Hill" by Kate Bush, Placebo did the cover, and the song is completely blows my mind because it's completely different from her interpretation. So sometimes I hear more that one than the original one. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, as I said, I don't know much covers, so I really can't talk about it so much.
It's okay. Tell me, what were you listening during the lockdowns and these crazy times? Like, what was the Queen song that really gave you, let's say, support or comfort?
As I mentioned, it depends on how I feel that day, that moment. What I really liked was still the Millionaire Waltz, and I think My Melancholy Blues.
That one is funny for me because I didn't know that one. You were the one that introduced me, so...
Which one?
My Melancholical Blues.
Mm-hmm.
You were the one that introduced me. I don't know all the Queen songs.
I do.
Yes, compared to you, yes. You know all the facts.
Almost all of them, but yes.
What do you think is the most funniest fact about Freddie or Queen? Could you name something?
Well, I would say it was so it was in 1975, and Bohemian Rhapsody just came out, and it was like they were arriving into a hotel,
Mm-hmm.
and they were in the elevator of the hotel, and they heard it in the radio that Bohemian Rhapsody was the number one in England. So they started to jumping, and they jumped so much that the elevator stopped. And Freddie just made a bit fun of me, fun of that situation, that England's number one group is going to suffocate in this damn lift. It was just the comic of the situation. But
I'm so scared of elevators, by the way. Our elevator in our building, oh my god. This week I got stuck there for I think 5 minutes. So, well, one of these days I'm gonna start using the stairs. So, you mentioned Elton John, and I think I read that Elton John and there was another band that I don't remember. They managed to go through the curtain, the Iron Curtain. They managed to perform. So basically, it was Elton John. He managed to go there, and Queen, I think.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know this because what you said. Elton John was.
He managed to go through the curtain and perform in the countries that had the curtain, had the separation between the Eastern and the Western part.
Never heard that.
So it's kind of funny. I also read that before Queen came here, because I think the country was not used to have rock bands here, they published like a really big article on the newspaper about how you should behave in a rock concert. So for me, that was really funny to read.
I think that's possible in that system.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I think during lockdown and Corona times, I heard a lot of Depeche Mode. I think they became my favorite band during my adulthood, let's say. Before it was The Cure and Placebo, but right now is Depeche Mode, basically because of the lyrics. I give a lot of importance to the lyrics. For me, the things need to have meaning. But for you, I think you give more importance to the melody, right?
Yes, sometimes the melody also has a meaning. So, yes.
But you also play the piano, so...
Yes, I try to do my best, by learning the piano. But, yes, I think that's the reason why I give more meaning to the melody.
Yeah, I agree. And do you plan to learn another instrument, or are you going to stick to the piano only?
Well, I will stick to the piano and learn another instrument because I want to. I want to learn as much instruments as I can in my life. So yes, I really like music. So I try to do my best in music's fields.
It's very funny because we have a lot of Hungarians in Madeira working for our orchestra. So I don't know if there is any correlation. I really don't know. But yeah, they go there and work for our orchestra in Madeira.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. That's also just talk a bit more about me. For me, it's also would be really good to play an instrument in an orchestra. But now I will stick at playing on an instrument for myself and for my friends, for my family, and yes. But I want to go further. I want to know more.
And since we are talking about piano, what is your favorite classical music? Your favorite artist, or if you can talk a bit more about it?
Yes, for my favorite artist, I would say Chopin, because for me, my main goal is to play harder pieces from Chopin, like the Winter Wind, his 11th etude, I think. Yes, and my other, let's say my other favorite, who I like to listen for, is Liszt. I really like the age of the Romanticism, because that was the piano's age.
With your age, I used to listen a lot to Gustav Mahler. He's German, by the way.
I don't know him.
He's really good, but very depressive. But yeah, you know. Okay. What was the last song that you listened today?
It was Queen, I think. Let Me Live.
Okay, I let you live.
Thank you.
By the way, today is Children's Day in Hungary.
Yeah, I know.
In Portugal is June 1st, so I have to mention. Happy day, by the way.
Thank you. I don't really celebrate it, but thank you.
No, but I just think it's funny when you say in my time, when we are talking and you say in my time, like it was a long, long time ago.
Yes, it was.
Okay, people out there that are listening to this, I really don't know who will listen to this, but I guess we should say Kosanom. I hope you enjoy our conversation, I guess. I don't know. Our exchange. I hope you learned something. Even if it's more Queen facts, it's always good to know something about Freddie Mercury because he was very, let's say, amazing. And yeah, sziasztok, everybody.
Yes, hi there, and thank you for listening.